I'm Patty Wood, the Executive Director of Grassroots Environmental Education. We are a nonprofit environmental health organization based here on Long Island and in Westchester County. Now, climate change brought about by burning of fossil fuels is having and will continue to have a significant impact on human health, and that impact comes with a very large price tag. But we are decidedly past the hypothetical stage of what climate change could do to our Earth. The crisis is unfolding before us in real time. But we are looking beyond the immediate cleanup and rebuilding and reinforcement to care for those who are harmed by prolonged heat waves, increased air pollution, floods, and chemical exposures from collapsing infrastructure. Who will pay for the health impacts of increased asthma and other respiratory diseases from air pollution? Who will pay for the follow-on results of burning fossil fuels, like the wildfires burning thousands of miles away, creating harmful air pollution and particulate matter in New York, even making New York City's air quality the worst in the world for several days this past summer? Or the increase in mosquitoes and the diseases that they spread? Or the healthcare costs for the uninsured who suffer from heat stress and related illnesses? And who bears the cost for the cooling centers, the transportation for the elderly and the disabled to those centers? Ultimately, children will suffer the most. 90% of diseases resulting from the climate crisis are likely to affect children under the age of 5 years old. And who will pay for the loss of farms from drought, prolonged heat waves, and floods, especially here on Long Island, where many farms are at sea level? This week we are hearing about the erosion of Fire Island's beaches and the potential loss of tourism income. Those barrier beaches and homes on the water's edge will surely be lost in the coming decades or sooner, no matter how much sand is brought in by the Army Corps of Engineers. But maybe we should be paying as much attention to those who grow our food. The USDA says that climate change will likely diminish our progress on food security through local availability, interrupted transport conduits, and storage, leading to diminished food safety. By 2050, 24 million children worldwide are projected to be undernourished as a result of the climate crisis. Who will pay for the cost of housing and feeding and providing medical care for the steady flow of immigrants, which we're all familiar with, who show up here in New York from areas that have become uninhabitable because of climate change? And who will pay to replace the trees already lost and those that will succumb in more violent and frequent storms linked directly to climate change? Trees don't just take down power lines. They prevent soil erosion and they capture carbon. They help cool disadvantaged urban communities and lower life-threatening temperatures. The Exxon company has been trying to persuade the world for decades that climate change is a hoax, despite what their own scientists have been telling them. The fossil fuel industry will never do the right thing, and so we have to do it for them. Amen. By passing legislation to make the polluters pay, not taxpayers. Thank you.
Woo! Woo-hoo! Nice. All right.